Civilization 6. All right, one of these videos was sent to me by somebody to watch behind the scenes with Sean Bean. The other ones I found because I like to do longer videos. And since now we're doing housekeeping off the top, this channel is just for fun, guys. I'm a non-gamer. I don't know what's going on. I don't expect to learn everything just from the trailer, but it's fun to put it together. So if you are gonna take this very seriously, feel free to click off now. If you wanna stay, thank you so much for watching. And if you did not already know, I am a self-published author. These are my books. All three of them are available as ebooks, audiobooks, or paperbacks. Bloodkin and Curses follows a vampire trying to avoid an ancient curse. Magic required and dominion required follow a Celtic demigod trying to seek a redemption he is not sure he deserves. If you are not an Audible member and you've been thinking about becoming one, or you want to get one of my books for free on Audible, please use the link in the description to become a member. I do get a little kickback from that, and also selling my books is great. Thank you so much to everybody who has already bought them, read them, reviewed them. Thank you even just for clicking on this video, and let's get into Civilization 6. So we're gonna start with the launch trailer, then Gathering Storm, first look Canada. There were all these different countries, which is like cool, but no, obviously we're doing Canada. Then a review where I hope I get a bit more context for the game. Then the behind the scenes with my main man, Sean Bean. Just kidding, he's not my main man. But I did only start watching Game of Thrones because he was in it and he was in Lord of the Rings. So really, I'm just like a Lord of the Rings fan. Oh, and I just got my 4th vaccine, so I am now more vaccine than woman. My goal is to never be sick again, so just kidding. All right, Civilization. Hello, Bill. I'm gonna try and stick a magnet to it later. I actually tried on my first vaccine site because my sister told me that a magnet would stick to it, and I was very disappointed when that did not happen. Bullshit, I should be magnetic now. I should be able to talk to Bill. Hello, Bill? Are you there, Mr. Gates? Sorry, I'll stop being an asshole now. Okay, Civilization 6 launch trailer. Okay, little cartography. That's what that's called, right? Map making.
Course again, aren't you?
The currents before us are ever changing.
Oh, Sean!
Press forward if we are to see our journey's end.
That was weird.
And how will we know when we get there?
Whoa. Okay. Oh, you're gonna light the bowl. Oh, and now you're somewhere else. Okay, so you just travel around? Cool. Oh, we're in war! Are we also fighting? That startled me. The music is cool. Oh! All right. Get it? Sorry. Shoom! Oh, cool! This is so cool! I don't get how you play, but this is really cool, jumping all over time. Did we just die? No, because we're in space. Of course we didn't die.
It
I
is
don't know
the
why I thought
nature of
that.
humankind to push itself toward the horizon. We test our limits. We face our fears. We rise to the challenge and become something greater than ourselves. A civilization.
Okay. I'm very curious to get to the review portion of it because that's going to explain to me a bit more about what the game actually is. But I did really enjoy that. And okay, let's like explore Canada, the place I've never been. Just kidding. I'm there now.
Wilfrid Laurier leads Canada in Civilization VI: Gathering Storm.
Okay.
He was the 7th Prime Minister of Canada and is remembered today for his charismatic personality and his focus on Canadian unity and expansion.
Okay.
Wilfrid Laurier's leader ability is the last
Yeah,
best.
Ottawa, that's where I am right now.
Farms can be built in tundra and
this is what you do. Okay. So it's like, oh my god, it looks like with the hexagons, like Catan, Settlers of Catan. Is this the video game version of Catan?
the cost of purchasing snow and tundra tiles is reduced.
Purchasing
and
snow?
he receives double extraction of all consumable resources, such as iron, on snow and tundra tiles. Canada's unique improvement is the ice hockey rink. It can only be built in tundra or snow, and only one may be built per city.
Oh,
it provides
really?
appeal and amenities,
One per
plus culture
city.
based on adjacent snow and tundra tiles.
What about basketball
Unlocking
courts?
flight adds tourism, and unlocking professional sports adds production and food.
Basketball courts.
It also provides culture if adjacent to a stadium building.
Or basketball court.
Canada's unique ability is 4 Faces of Peace. They cannot declare surprise wars or be the target of them. They also receive
so
extra
funny.
favor for successfully completing an emergency, and additional favor based on their tourism. Their unique unit is the Mountie. This light cavalry unit has the ability to create a national park. It also receives a strength bonus when fighting close to any national park, and an even higher strength bonus when fighting near Canadian-owned national parks. As Canada, you can take advantage of the icy landscape that most other civilizations
And the indigenous
will ignore.
population, are we
But
taking
should you
advantage
fall
of that
under
too?
attack, your Mounties are powerful
Not gonna mention
defenders.
it? Okay.
Canada is built for a strong culture victory, and can make a good run at a diplomatic victory as well. Be sure to join as many emergencies as possible to take full advantage of their diplomatic strengths. Will you guide the world with your sunny ways from the Great White North?
This
How will
is
you
so
lead Canada
stereotypical.
in Sid Meier's Civilization VI: Gathering Storm.
Okay, I was not initially gonna watch another country one, but I just want to see the difference, you know? Gathering Storm, First Look, Ottomans. Oh my god. Cree. Interesting. So we are going to acknowledge indigenous people.
Poundmaker leads the Cree in Civilization VI: Rise and Fall. He ruled his people during a tumultuous time in Cree history, judiciously towing the line between aggression and diplomacy. Today, he is remembered for his work to secure peace between the Cree and Canadian government. The Cree's unique ability is Nihita. They receive their first trade route when they research pottery. The first time a trader moves into an unclaimed tile within 3 tiles of a Cree city, that tile is claimed. The Cree's unique improvement is the Mekawap. This provides housing and production, as well as gold.
I don't know how I
adjacent
feel about
to a
this.
luxury
I don't know
resource,
enough.
And food when adjacent to bonus resources. Their unique unit is the Okichita. This
Cool,
reconnaissance
I
unit
guess.
replaces the Scout, but receives a free promotion and has additional combat strength. Poundmaker's unique ability is Favorable Terms. All alliances provide shared visibility, and external trade routes grant additional food when trading with cities with camps and pastures. The recipient of the trade route receives additional gold per camp or pasture.
Interesting.
Creating and maintaining high-level alliances will bring you economic and
Oh,
political
Korea shall
success
agree.
as Poundmaker.
Goodbye.
And your traders will be invaluable to extending your empire. Researching pottery right away will get you off to a quick start as you extend your land and begin sowing the seeds of friendship with your neighbors. Will you stand united and strong with your allies? How will you lead the Cree in Sid Meier's Civilization VI?
That is
Rise
so
and Fall?
interesting. That is so interesting because I feel like lots of different representation is very important. I think there's an interesting discussion to be had about people playing characters from different races, and like, do we care? Should we care? Probably not. Is it mostly white people playing people? Like, for example, a friend of mine, she did her PhD, and her thesis was about, I'm gonna mess this up. Forgive me, Allie. She'll never see this. But essentially, like, talking about women and POC in gaming, specifically in NBA 2K, was my understanding of it, and how, like, predominantly white user base playing being black athletes, and like that discuss, you know? Very interesting. I just like don't know enough about maybe anything to engage in a deep conversation with that, but I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section. I'm actually very excited to watch this review, because then maybe I will understand whether or not this is like Catan meets Risk meets like Monopoly or something. Is that what this is?
Every game in the legendary 25-year-old Civilization 4X strategy series puts a new spin on the enormous concept of taking a nation from a single nomadic tribe to a world-dominating superpower, one turn at a time.
Do we want that though?
Civilization 6 looks familiar, but it's loaded with some very smart and bold improvements that give it new levels of depth.
Okay.
Once I get absorbed into a campaign, it becomes so engrossing it's difficult to think about anything else.
Okay. Tell me about it, please.
Under its colorful, cartography-inspired art style and varied music that swells
The
to
music
accent what you're
does
doing.
sound cool. Okay.
Civilization 6 is crammed with an almost overwhelming number of systems. Trade, religion, espionage, great people, and more are all present, and each plays a big part in every game. This feels like a Civ game that's already had 2 expansions. A lot of depth emerges from the new city building system. Because we're playing on randomized maps every time, effectively laying out your city's buildings and wonders across multiple tiles to take advantage of adjacency bonuses and terrain types is a challenging puzzle that's all about figuring out how to specialize each city.
This music is so good.
Like, would you be better
Look,
off
I
building
just
a
feel
district or a
fired
wonder,
up.
or working that tile for food and production resources? Those
Oh,
are
you
decisions that always feel
decide
like
what
they matter.
each tile
Civilization
is.
6 also cleverly minimizes unit clutter by making builder units expire after use, and letting you combine up to 3 identical military units into a more powerful one. That makes it easier to manage a large army, and keeps turn calculation times down.
Oh.
Each of the 20
I almost
leaders have
understood
agendas
that.
guide their AI behavior, which gives diplomacy
How many?
some much-needed transparency.
Oops.
Once
That's
you've
volume.
established
That's
a
not what I want.
relationship, you can. Each of the 20 leaders have
20,
agendas that
wow,
guide their AI
okay.
behavior, which gives diplomacy some much-needed transparency. Once you've established a relationship, you can see why they're happy or angry with you, and what steps you might be able to take to change that.
Okay.
Egypt's Cleopatra, for example, likes other civilizations who have strong armies, and Queen Victoria likes nations that started on the same continent as England. They also have a randomized second agenda, so they're unpredictable in every new game. Civilization 6's biggest weakness is that the AI will sometimes start unprovoked wars, but it isn't very good at fighting them.
Oh.
Even on high difficulty levels, it fights by overwhelming you with numbers and advanced units, so the challenge is making use of tactics and support units to outmaneuver them. Winning isn't a
You're
cakewalk,
playing
but because of the
against
AI's
slash
uncoordinated
with
assaults, you're
the
unlikely to
computer.
lose cities unless you're badly outgunned. Back in the plus column, we have the extremely customizable government system that lets you assign bonus-giving policies to suit however you want to play.
So this
Thanks to
like
a second parallel tech tree called the civics tree, you're always unlocking new policies to choose from in 4 categories. Both tech trees are helped along by research bonuses.
Is this
you get
like
just by
teaching
building,
you
improving, and
how
fighting, which
different
lets the
forms
map
of
layout
government
and
work?
the course of your civilization's events influence you to go
Eureka!
down research paths you normally might not. And it's all narrated by the distinctive accent of Sean Bean.
Having seen a non-market economy, I suddenly understood much better what I liked about a market economy.
There are
Wow!
literally
Okay,
no
so this game is like teaching you a lot of things that I should have learned in school but didn't, or maybe did learn but forgot. So should people be playing Civilization 6 in public school? Discuss.
Simultaneously at work here than I know what to do with. Ranging from the late game archaeology hunt that builds toward a cultural victory, to the race to unlock unique great people with powerful one-time bonuses, to the lackluster religious combat that only has 3 units and never really changes throughout history.
Huh.
But I've found I don't have to master everything in order to succeed, and I'm learning more and more with every game. All of that translates
Oh my
smoothly to
gosh.
both online and hot seat multiplayer, though I find the simultaneous turn-based online mode a bit messy, because who attacks and who defends is determined by whoever moves that unit first in real time. I also had my only crash in all of Civ 6 during a multiplayer game.
multiplayer game.
Civilization 6 will go down in history as the most fully featured launch version in the series. Many of those features are smartly revamped versions of Civ Classics, but it finds its own identity with great new
This
ideas
is
like
so
spread-out
cool.
cities, customizable governments, research boosts, and leader agendas. And even though the AI has some improvements,
Hey!
it can put up enough of a fight to make world domination a challenge. For more on all things Civilization, stick with IGN.
That is so interesting! Oh my gosh, I feel like if for whatever reason I become a history teacher, we'll just play this game all year in different forms, and maybe like, yeah, not on the computer, but like in person version. Is there a board game version of this? Okay, Mr. Bean, but not that one. Let's chat. I don't know why that happened every time. Sorry.
Though our paths may differ, humankind shares a common goal. You know, I was in the dark, which was quite good for me because I didn't know what was going on. I just learnt it as I was going, and therefore it was quite a surprise
so cool.
to me. You know, it was very fresh, it was very spontaneous. And so the
Spontaneous.
difference between acting and doing something on a video game is that I guess you just use your voice to more effect, and you know, you try and create an atmosphere, and you just try to be as truthful as you are in filming, but you have the luxury of having all the lines in front of you.
That seems like such a cool
So
job.
that's great.
Yo, talk about unsung heroes. The people who like sing for these songs that we never know their names. But the music is so powerful.
Do you mean I don't survive the trail?
Don't die, Sean.
But I thought I survived. Well, I guess I don't. I guess they're just going to get somebody else in to do the next one. It is the nature of humankind to push itself toward the horizon. We test our limits. We face our fears. We rise to the challenge and become something greater.
Oh my god, I have goosebumps.
than
This is so
ourselves.
cool.
A civilization.
He's so cool. I love him. That was great. Well, thank you to whoever suggested that to me. I really enjoyed that. I will definitely be using it in my future / alternate universe history class when I am a teacher, although I will never become a teacher because I understand the dark underbelly of teaching. My dad was a teacher, and no thank you. I don't want to work that hard. I cannot. Nope. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please let me know all your thoughts of all the things I talked about through this video in the comment section. Leave a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you have not already and you enjoy what I do here. Check out my books if you're looking for a new fantasy read. Again, there is a link for Audible in the description. Links for all my books in the description. I hope you guys are all happy and healthy, taking care of yourselves and each other, not taking nothing too seriously. And as always, until next time, may the force be with you. Live long and prosper. And I'll be back.